Today is what I would like to call a kickoff for the City of Dunkirk Hero Banner Program. And it's the commencement, meaning that patrons can go on to the website City of Dunkirk Hero Banner Program and purchase a banner to be on a light pole in the city of Dunkirk. Our mayor, his administration, and the council has, unanimously and happily approved this program. In fact, here comes Marty, and we have Dave D'Amico, chair, and we have Marty, second council, on the way in. And along with all of these wonderful, wonderful citizens, school board trustee Marcus, and the list goes on and on. But I would like to, if you have any questions, it's Dunkirk Banner Program at yahoo.com. And on the website, it gives all of the details. And it also gives the Yahoo email. And this is the first year, so we're only putting up about 115 in this pilot first year, but we're going to add another 100 for next year. And, it's we're kind of babe in the woods for this, but thank you so much for being here. And I'd like to turn it over to Cody Britton. He's from Dunkirk, and he owns Southpaw Printing. And he has been a great help with the team, as well as just being, doing all of the printing for that. And Cody, here you go.
Thank you. Cody Britton, Southpaw Signs, Dunkirk resident, also owns some property in Fredonia. Of course, friends of veterans for my entire life, Patriot, and so on. Want to take the opportunity to just echo what she said about the program. It is the pilot. It's new to Dunkirk, but certainly not new to other communities. I've had involvements in other communities getting it going, and we've got this going. And I want to just say thank you to not only to Ad Lumber True Value for helping us kick this off officially with their donation today, but to the hard work that the committee did before this even got to this storefront, where just some like-minded individuals that were patriotic that said, we really think that this program should come to Dunkirk. And they sat around and they thought about it and they wrote about it and they thought about it some more. And then somewhere along that way, I found that invitation to that committee meeting, and before anything really happened, they were happening. So really hats off to that committee for making that happen, because there was some concerns that it was just going to take too much on the administrative side to even get it ready to go. And just like turning on a light switch, all of a sudden it was ready to go because everybody did their part. So many names, many faces, but they know who they are, and I just want to officially thank them all for their time and their commitment to this important program.
Yes. Sometimes you have to go forth imperfectly to get things done. But I do want to say a special thank you to Lori Woodard, who did come to me with the idea. And I also want to give a grand thank you to Fred Gidu, who owns Ad Lumber. There was an ad on the paper, and then the next day he sent me an email, and he wanted to make a great donation to help this program. And indeed, it's so helpful. It's going to not only pay for all of the brackets and then cheapens the price for the patrons, but it's also going to pay for special banners we're going to have for those killed in action and missing in action. And I wanted to turn the microphone over to Fred Gidu and see if he'd like to say a few words.
I thank you for so much. I mean, I'm glad I'm part of this. I really am, I'm touched with it, to be part of this. So, thanks for all your great work.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And that's a prototype of what the banner will look like. And they will be up before Memorial Day. And we are taking applications until March 15th. Would anybody else like to add something? If not, we'll go on to having some pictures taken. Thank you.
Our dad is on the first banner, Ad Lumber's founder.
Aha. Andrew Jitu. Oh, veteran Jim Pawlowski, nice to see you. And we have also veteran George Burns, who usually speaks on Memorial Day. And he brought a few books that he's giving the Jitu family, which is a family, by the way, that has been generationally in Dunkirk forever. And what kind of books are they, George?
Okay, so the project is the No One Forgets book project. It's in its 6th edition. It essentially honors all the men from Chautauqua County who were killed in all our wars that we can find. 500 pages. It's kind of a labor of love. You know, growing up at Dunkirk has always been a big patriotic town. I know Jerry and Laura, and, you know, our fathers, grandfathers, we grew up in the shadow of great, great men here. And so it instilled a great love for our country, you know, small town America. And it's good to see that these banners will remind people of the service and sacrifices that people made. Because honestly, I think a lot of the younger generation has forgotten all about it, and they know nothing about it. All right, so.
Does it still come with a flash drive?
I think these come with a DVD or CD. These ones that I dropped off for the Jitus. So thank you, and again, the Jitus, one of the great Dunkirk families. Your father was a great guy, so those books are on behalf of your dad, Jerry.
Thank you, Mr. Burns. Thank you, everybody. Let's take some pictures.
My name's Jim Pawlowski Jr. Served in the U.S. Army 1988 to 1985. First war, Persian Gulf campaign, non-combat veteran.
Okay, so this is Andrew George Jitu. He served in World War II from, I think it was 1946 to 48, and then also in the Korean War from 1950 to 52. The picture on the top, my mother painted that. It's depicting the LSST ship that he served on. I don't know if it was the USS Duncan, but it is an LSST ship. And then below here is a picture of him and his medals from the war. I can name what the medals are. We got the American Campaign Medal, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal with 2 stars, World War II, the Victory Medal, the China Service Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, Korean Service Medal, United Nations Medal, the Philippine Liberation with 2 stars, the Philippine Republic Presidential Unit Citation Badge, and the Korean Presidential Unit Citation awarded on the USS Duncan. A couple of these, specifically the Philippine and the Korean medals, they're not issued by the U.S. government. They're issued by actually the Philippine and the Korean governments. Yeah. Diane had 7 children. Oh, wow. And I'm the middle. All the girls are L's, so it's Linda, Fred, Jerry, Laura, Kenny, Lisa, and Louise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how many of them work here?
Oh, so we have 3 stores, Ad Lumber, one in Irving, New York, one in Westfield, New York, this one here in Dunkirk. This was the headquarters. This is the original store that my dad opened.
Oh, wow.
And there's 5 siblings that work together. And then also notably we have my nephew, so my brother Jerry's son, my husband, some of my nephews and nieces work part-time helping out as well. I hope I didn't forget any of the other family members, but so yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. And we're 40 years in business this past year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So 40 years as Ad Lumber Company.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I had someone brought it up to me, Lori Woodard. She said, Natalie, it would be great if we, it's something she really wanted to do. And I said, hey, well, let's get together and form a committee and have a meeting. And we took it from there. And we weren't sure if we were going to be able to be ready for Memorial Day, but we are. we thought we might not be ready until the summer, but yeah, but we are. Cody, he emailed me, and we were going to go with an online company, but after talking with him, I realized it would be better if we went with somebody local because we could definitely have a better rapport, and it would be and dedication because he is from Dunkirk. He lives in Dunkirk, and it would be we could rely on him much more so. So, I brought him to a meeting, and I said we've got to go with this guy.
Hi, I'm Dave D'Amico. I'm the councilman at large. It was my pleasure to attend the kickoff of the Hometown Heroes program. I want to thank the committee for all their hard work, their time and dedication, and of course the Jidu family in their generous support of kicking the project off. And it sounds like it's going to be a huge success, and I can't wait to see what it looks like come Memorial Day.